It's a restless night in Silicon Valley. Lawrence Levy's phone rings unexpectedly. The voice on the other end, Steve Jobs, no fanfare, just this. Lawrence, I think you can help me save Pixar. Pixar, that little graphics company that's bleeding cash and hope. Why would Steve call a Harvard-educated lawyer with zero film experience? What follows is a tale of improbable transformation from near bankruptcy to Hollywood legend. But how exactly did they pull it off? When Levy arrived, Pixar was a simmering mess, talent-rich but cash-poor, stuck in the futuristic shadows. The tension: how do you steer a stumbling art lab into a blockbuster powerhouse? Jobs' call didn't come with a script. He'd just been ousted from Apple and eyed Pixar as his comeback ticket. Only problem: Pixar had yet to release a hit, was hemorrhaging money, and creative types ran wild without business guardrails. Jobs reached out to Levy, a lawyer with solid Silicon Valley chops but zero animation background, banking on fresh eyes to untangle a sprawling mess. Levy's secret weapon was what you might call legal creativity. Think of it like a tightrope walker wielding a law book instead of a pole, balancing risk and innovation. He translated Pixar's airborne artistic chaos into contracts, negotiations, and structures that gave the creatives freedom but within accountable boundaries. It's the art of fencing in wild talent without smothering it, a blueprint not for control but for guided freedom. The result: Pixar moved from a talent stew to a focused factory. Levy helped map out financing, close deals, and most crucially, align everyone on a bold but realistic roadmap. That clarity turned a sinking ship into a launching pad, setting Pixar on its first major motion picture, Toy Story. The big surprise: legal know-how became the backbone of a creative revolution. Pixar's artists thrived on creative freedom but lacked financial discipline. The tension: how to harness their wild genius without crushing their spark. Pixar's creative process was famously iterative: endless story rewrites, character tweaks, and new animation tech tests. Yet Levy helped impose deadlines that felt brutal to artists used to open-ended refinement. One key moment: pushing the Toy Story team to lock the script despite objections. It was ugly at first, but deadlines forced decisions, triggering a burst of focus that saved months and millions. Levy also championed prioritizing story above dazzling visuals, a hard sell when Pixar's tech was cutting edge. Think of it like a chef obsessed with flame when the recipe needed salt. He helped team leaders cut by 20% the flashy but distracting scenes, proving that a compelling story draws audiences more reliably than spectacle alone. Prioritizing heart made Pixar's movies timeless. The culture scene: rather than punishing mistakes or delays, Levy and Jobs treated failures as fuel for innovation. When early renders flopped or marketing misread audiences, the team did rapid postmortems, obsessing over lessons instead of blame. This fail fast, learn faster mindset turned Pixar's setbacks into stepping stones, embedding resilience at its core. Pixar's dream was big, but the real test came when Toy Story hit theaters. The tension: could a computer-animated movie convince skeptical Hollywood and audiences alike? Disney owned distribution but doubted Toy Story's potential, fearing an audience cold to full CGI films. Levy led tough negotiations, securing Pixar's creative autonomy while winning Disney's marketing muscle. He fought for profit-sharing terms that valued Pixar fairly, not as just a supplier. It was a high-wire act balancing trust and toughness, but it gave Pixar the clout to push its vision intact. The partnership was Pixar's secret weapon. They used Disney's decades of audience insight and distribution reach, but remained fiercely independent in content decisions. It's like a jazz band with a major label deal, access without losing their sound. This hybrid strategy let Pixar scale big without selling out, a rare balance few startups master. Toy Story's release almost fizzled due to early technical bugs and marketing doubts, but word of mouth turned it into a hit. The payoff? Toy Story didn't just earn millions, it launched a franchise, brand, and culture that redefined animation. Pixar went from the brink to box office royalty, proving vision plus grit can rewrite industry rules. Remember that night when Steve Jobs just called Lawrence Levy out of nowhere? That phone call sparked a revolution. Pixar's success wasn't magic, it was strategy, focus, and relentless learning wrapped in a creative soul. So next time you face chaos, try this: find your legal wizard, impose ruthless focus, nurture your learning culture, and never settle for just good. Pixar shows you can turn improbable beginnings into unstoppable empires. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.